So first and foremost, guys, I want to do a Blender tutorial for you guys, and this Blender tutorial is just, just covering the basics of Blender. If you don't know what Blender is, it's a 3D animation software, and it's just used, for making animation or it's 3D modeling software. So you can, model 3D models, and you can print out, you can do 3D printing, and you can, make 3D like animations and games. It's has a lot of stuff in it, and Blender is just this open source. It's very powerful, and it has some features that are very advanced to it and very mature, that are much like the features for a paid 3D modeling system. For something that you'd pay for, something that's actually pretty expensive too. So yeah, this is why it's also, it's pretty easy to use once you understand what's going on here. um and yeah, it's a very good thing. It's pretty easy. It's not too difficult. If you're just new to it, I'll try to go slow with you with this video, and then yeah. So first things first, I need to introduce you through the things here. So this thing right here, this is just a cube that they give you. It's just the startup file, just in case you want to make something pretty basic, just for beginners. This right here, this is a lamp. So this lamp is going to be the only light source that they give you at first. When you just first start it, it's always there. These are always the presets. So this is just the lamp that they give you. It's just the light source that you can use for rendering images. So when you need to render your 3D model, if you want to render into an image, you can actually see the image, or you want to do an animation, you can actually see the animation because there's a light source. And of course, you can change the light source, within Create and Tool, and with your toolbar. And also, this right here is your camera. So this is just for taking the pictures, and if you want to do an animation, then you can do that through this. Do it through that animation, because then that's like the camera that you'll use to see. If you're making like a game, making like a first-person shooter game, you would put the camera like in front of the character or something like that. So yeah, that's just for rendering any of your images or any models. Yeah, and you can move these around also. It's not fixed in one spot, but you can move it. And this plane right here is just, it's just to work with. It's just to work with. It's not really anything much. It's just a small little space just to show you the origin, and a little basic place where you can see the y-axis, the x-axis. And yeah, it has grid lines, just if in case, I guess. I don't know. I still don't understand why they would need grid lines. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so what I'm doing right here is just I'm orbiting this little lamp right here. And the way you can do that is by pressing the middle mouse button. So press the middle mouse button and just click on it. Don't scroll, because then that'll zoom in. But just sort of click on it and then move your mouse. Okay, and then of course, scrolling your middle mouse button, if you scroll it, then it'll zoom in and out. And then if you want to pan is basically just moving around without orbiting something, or just like going like that. So panning just this, and what you want to do is press the middle mouse button and press shift, and then the middle mouse button, and then move your mouse like that. So yeah, that's what enables you to pan, stuff like that. Now if you want to center on an image, not an image, on an object, for example, let me get this up, a UV sphere, for example, if it will pop up. Hold on, that's what? It's not supposed to happen. Huh. Okay, I'll just use this. What the heck? Okay, I'll just try to find. Anyway, so if you want to do that, If you want to just orbit, only your object, nothing else. For example, you could do like, if you want to like orbit it, but like it's not really working too well for you, I guess, then you can press the period button on the number pad, and then it'll make it so that you'll zoom into your object, and then you'll be able to orbit it correctly. And sometimes when you're zooming in and out, it'll like get stuck and like you can't zoom in anymore for some reason. Then you can always press that to like refresh it, sort of zoom in again. So yeah, oh yeah, so if you want to select anything, then you'll want to use the right click button. The right click button is to select it, and then press A to deselect and select everything. So you have to remember though that A is to select everything and also to deselect. So if you have this selected, then you can deselect it, but if it's already deselected, you're not selecting anything else, and you press A, then it'll select everything regardless. Okay, and the left click button is just like if you're in edit mode and you want to like click on a vertice, I guess. I still don't know what it's for. I don't know. It's just like a target thing. Like if you want to click on something, then I guess you can like leave that there, and then if you want to go back to it, then you can go there. But I don't really get the point of that. It doesn't really matter. So of course in object mode you can't really do anything other than just moving your object and then scaling it and then rotating it. So to move your object, of course, you can always just use like this stuff that they have right here. Right? Always use this stuff, and then it's always down here. So if you're in object mode or in edit mode or even in sculpt mode, you can always go to this. So this is just to move your object around. This is just to rotate your object, so you can rotate it on the z-axis, on the x-axis, and on the y-axis. Y is yellow, red is x, and then blue is the z-axis. So yeah, so you can also scale it, and to scale it you can go down here, or you can press S and then you can scale it, or you can use this if you want to scale it like that. So if you scale it along the z-axis, then it'll make it taller. So for example, let me get rid of that. Cube. So if you want to scale it along the z-axis, it'll make it taller. See, we made it taller. If you want to scale along the y-axis, it'll make it longer along the y-axis, and if you want to the x-axis, the same thing, just longer along the x-axis. And if you want to go into like sort of a wireframe mode, then you have to press Z if you want to go into wireframe, and you can press Control Z if you want to undo something. So yeah, and of course, let me get that back. So if you want to, again, you can use the rotating button over here and stuff like that, but to rotate, just as a shortcut, you can press R, and then you'll be able to rotate. Now you can press R twice, and then you'll be able to rotate it more freely than if you just only pressed rotate once, R once. So because pressing R once is rotating along the side that you're on, so along the angle that you're looking at it on. So you go like that, and then you can rotate it only like this. This is the only way you can rotate it. And yeah, the mouse kind of like moves, and like keeps moving to the sides. So it'll just rotate. You can only rotate along the side that you're on. So if I was on this side, it can only rotate this way. You can only rotate this way because I'm on this side. So yeah, that's basically just it. I will make another